thank you very much for having me and allowing us to come out and share a little bit about the Puget Sound Pacific Railroad, but also and on a grander scale what we believe we bring to the community. One of the things that I would say was lacking in my bio is, and I think it's very important, because of the sense of community. I'm a father of 4 and a grandfather of 2, and the fact that the community and making sure that we have good paying jobs in the area, that our kids, our grandkids can stay in this area. My wife is from the Olympic area, has family in the area, so we're glad to be back. We just moved back to the state of Montana after spending about 3 years there. But I held the same position, but from Washington for about 10 years with the BNSF Railway. I am now with the Genesee and Wyoming, which is our parent company of Puget Sound. Work. There we go. Before I get into what we're doing here currently in the area and what we think we're bringing to the community, these are some of the areas that I'm going to be looking at today and discussing. A little bit about Genesee and Wyoming, our parent company, the Pacific region, which is one of 8 regions here in North America that has several different railroads. The PSAP, a little bit about PSAP and how that fits into each of those areas. And then a little bit about the asset that you have here in your community, just directly across the street here, the Port of Shelton, the Johns Prairie Industrial Park, which is a huge asset to have in your community from a rail and a transportation standpoint. So I'll be going through that a little bit today. So let me tell you a little bit about our parent company, Genesee and Wyoming. There's 122 properties worldwide. Since I've been on with Genesee and Wyoming for about 18 months, they're acquiring or leasing a railroad basically every quarter. So we're continuing to expand our rail network. About 16,000 track miles, which is about half the size of like the BNSF Railway or the Union Pacific Railroad. So we're growing, not necessarily leaps and bounds in the people and the customers that those Class 1 railroads have. We kind of live and categorize those as a short line. We're regional railroads, and just like in my bio, where I oversee 3 railroads here in the state of Washington, Puget Sound Pacific Railroad, also known as the PSAP, as we I think maybe know here locally. It actually is directly behind our building, just to kind of put it geographically. But I also see the Downtown Olympia Railroad. We see that one. That was we just acquired that through a lease from the BNSF here a year ago this month. And then I also oversee a railroad in eastern Washington, the Cascade and Columbia River Railroad, which is runs from Wenatchee up to Orville, Washington. I oversee the commercial responsibility for those. A little bit more about Genesee and Wyoming. We're in 41 states, which is greater than any of the Class 1 railroads out there, being BNSF and Union Pacific in the west. In the east, your big is Norfolk Southern and CSX. Again, geographically, we touch a lot more states, comparatively speaking to our Class 1 counterparts and other short line competitors. We are also very worldwide. We're in 10 different countries throughout. Just acquired Freightliner here in the last, I want to say, 2 years, which is our European and UK operations. But where we started with one railroad back early in the 1900s in upstate New York. We still serve with one customer. We still serve that one customer today. A little bit about us, more depth, but we want to be the safest and the most respected railroad in the world. I'll have to admit, you can see the next slide. Here, we are one of the safest railroads, and at times the safest railroads in the world. Very important to us, and that's important to us for the communities that we live in. We want to send our people home the same way they came to work, as well as keep the community safe that we work in. There's another just kind of perspective of who we are, where we operate. To those, they send 10 autonomous operating regions. We've had a combination, and I did not Well, no, actually, North America, 8 regions, there we go. So there's 10, meaning there's 2 worldwide, there's 8 here in North America, with the majority of those 122 properties, PSAP being one of those properties, here in North America. So again, the majority of our operations are here in North America. A little bit more about our region. We are a regional railroads. There are 7 regions here in the Pacific region. However, one thing that I have really been impressed with coming from the class railroad, where you're very departmentalized, you're in individual silos, and do not get outside of your lane or you'll get your hand slapped. Here is a cross-functional team effort to get the job done each and every day. You know, I rely on information from the mechanical and operations team as they do developing the necessary service and mechanical plans throughout the day. So it's a railroad that you're really running your own businesses. And that was what attracted me after 22 years being with the BNSF to come over to the shoreline of the road. Again, a little different, another perspective of the regional, the Pacific region view. And as you can see up at the top of the map, PSAP railroad, the oil and CSEP railroads, which I refer to. This slide also demonstrates some of the commodities that we currently handle, and not necessarily the industry that we do. Again, the oil railroad, the Olympic and Belmore railroad, again, we just acquired that here for last year, 2016. Now, drilling down even further to the PSAP and Puget Sound and Pacific Railroad here, a little bit about that. You know, it's a very small regional railroad, 36 people. I'm one of those 36 individuals with 10 locomotives. That gets about 40,000 carloads done annually. We move about 40,000 carloads. To put that in perspective, that's about 160,000 trucks that we have taken off the road. Put in those. So, leaving the infrastructure to us, taking less wear and tear on the roads by doing that. The efficiencies, and with the marketplace in the world becoming a more global marketplace, I think that what we have is an opportunity to, from here in Shelton, is to serve the world. We have ports at our fingertips on this railroad, but we also have the East Coast Railroad. I was working on this morning. I am moving things from the Port of Grace Harbor right now to Orlando, Florida. So, I mean, it is becoming a very continental-looking view of the world and the marketplace. One of the things that I'm extremely excited about after being in economic development for almost the majority of my career is the opportunity that, again, is sitting directly across the street here. John Prairie Industrial Park. Every community would love to have one of these. If they're wanting to grow and they want to attract business to their community. Montana, big state, 4th largest state in the union, less than about 1 million people throughout the whole state. They're out there reinventing themselves by putting out these regional industrial parks to attract businesses to their communities. You have one in your backyard. In my opinion, and I've been working with the Port of Shelton and Wendy Smith, the executive board director, we are looking here to market this thing. We're Genesee and Wyoming, or Puget Sound Pacific Railroad, we're going to throw dollars in here to market this asset. It's a beautiful asset to have. It's over 3,000 feet of track, which in today's dollars, that's probably about $3 million right there in track that you have if you wanted to replace that asset alone. Switches, grading, everything else. There's 380 acres to the industry parks. A lot of availability still out there. We are talking with 3 companies right now to bring them to the area. It's zoned heavy industrial, so I mean, you can have something very small or all the way up to heavy manufacturing in this come into your park here. Just kind of geographically show some things here. So this is our main line railroad, the Puget Sound Pacific Railroad here, which you have your main line switch, and it comes back into the industrial park here. Shelton Pole is here, who is leaving. However, I think we already have a replacement for them. We're talking with them, and we are moving him in the direction to come to talk with the staff at the Port of Shelton, so to help seal the deal. You know, there's also the foreign training zone, but it's also an excellent marketing tool. I look at this industry park as an excellent marketing tool for your community, our community. I live in this area, so not in Shelton, but here on the railroad. But I feel part of the communities, of all the communities that we go through. And it's very important to me as a father and a grandfather to make sure that you know, my family and my kids have a place and jobs to go to. In addition, I know, and I don't have a slide on this, I did not get permission from the Sierra Pacific, but as you know, Sierra Pacific is reopening the mill here on the old Simpson property. It's going to be the largest sawmill in either North America or the United States. I don't know which. And great opportunity for the community here. Sierra Pacific is excited about opening this facility here. One of the things that was attractive to them was this site, or Shelton has access to both Union Pacific and BNSF. There are sites that are close to one or the other of those two Class 1 roads, but we're able to handle Shelton directly to both the BNSF and UP, which also gives the community another competitive advantage.